Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and for my 31 days of horror movie reviews, this is a movie that's been on my list for quite some time. I've always been curious about it. Suspiria. Suspiria is a 1977 film that was directed by Dario Argento, and it was also co-written by him. And I first became aware. I heard about this movie. There was a guy on YouTube named John Schnepp. He talked about this movie a lot. Just talked it up. So I said, alright, I'm going to check this damn movie out. And after watching this movie, honestly, I'm not going to say I regret watching it. It's one of those films that I'm glad I can say I've watched, because there are good things about it. But overall, not the greatest film in the world. It had potential, but I do think it had a whole lot of flaws as well. First, let's talk about the positives. The cinematography is great. It is. The way how Dario Argento uses lighting and uses staging for how he shoots certain shots and angles, that makes the movie probably look more expensive than it really is. The use of the color red, especially in so many scenes, make a lot of moments stand out. It helps set the tone and the mood and the atmosphere of it. Speaking of that, the score. Holy fuck, the score might be my favorite part of this movie because of how intense it is, how hardcore it is. It almost feels like the director told the person doing the score, hey, give me something that's like a hard rock type feel, because it's just like, it's a rock beat but it's instrumental, and he just put it in these scenes. There's so many scenes of the main character Susie, who's just walking around the hallways looking afraid or nervous, kind of cowering in the corner, or some scenes she just looks like she has a headache, but it's playing this really intense, just crazy music that makes me want to dance more so than being creeped out. And so maybe that's not a good thing, but I still like the music. Anytime this music showed up, I said, alright, time to boogie. Even though it's supposed to be, oh shit, something creepy is about to happen. And the sets did look good. I don't know if they were stages, but especially the place where the girls stayed at, whether it was a hotel or the ballroom type areas. Again, whatever the budget was, I probably should have looked it up. It looked more expensive than it probably really was. And some of the practical effects were decent as well. Now here's my issues though. Here's where we start to list the bad. The dubbing. The voice dubbing was really jarring and really bad. Now I know that originally this was an Italian film and it was bought and brought over to America, so maybe there was something in translation that went on. I mean, the actors are speaking English, you can read their lips, but the voices do not match them at all. And a lot of times there was a disconnect on the actors and the way how they were performing, not matching the voice or not sounding like that voice goes along with them, and it took me out of a few scenes. And there was also some, like, of the lesser characters, especially the blonde girl early on that gets brutally murdered in her room by the window, where her acting was just really terrible, and whoever they had dub her voice, not that great either. So a lot of sketchy acting that I try to just go along with. But the main actress, Susie, is Jessica Harper. And I will say that she's decent. I mean, she's not that proactive, right? It seems like all of this crazy, dumb shit going on, and she just goes, oh, well, just another day. You'd think that there should be a little more urgency, a little more her trying to get to the bottom of some shit. I mean, the first day she comes in, pouring raining out, and there's a girl who comes running out of there screaming all this random shit, and she just goes, oh, that's weird. Anyways, let me just go right in, da 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 da. And I know that it pays off later on, but there's a lot of moments where I can't really tell what's going on in Susie's head. I can't really tell what she's thinking or why she's not addressing things a lot harshly than she really should. There's a lot of random stuff in the movie. Like there's a creepy scene where there's a bunch of maggots on the roof or the ceiling. I don't really know what the outcome of that was supposed to be, other than just it was creepy. There's a blind man who is at the place that gets attacked by his own dog because the dog like wigged out. I mean, maybe there was a spell put on it. A lot of random shit like that that you're just trying to make sense of and go like, okay, well, that happened. Now, when you get to the end of this movie, I guess I shouldn't say it because in case you haven't seen it, but I did read that this is the first of a trilogy of films, and the trilogy is called The Three Mothers. And so, where this movie decided to go, like the third act, or the last 10 minutes, moves so fast, and just a bunch of shit is thrown at you. And I don't quite fully grasp what was going on. I mean, I think they could have done a better job at setting stuff up or having more things revealed earlier on so that we could have sat with it a lot more. Look, I'm not going to say that this movie's terrible, especially because of the directing and because of the style and because of a lot of the imagery that was going on. I do think that that's stuff that I will remember, but I think the acting's not great, and the writing, the plot, not good. Just not impressed with any of that at all. This is a film that could have been, I think, even more special. I think if the writing was stronger, this would be something that would constantly get brought up today, even more so than it already is. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Suspiria, the original? Do you like it? Did you grow up on it? Am I being too harsh on it? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Swimming in beers, I've been through it all, let me trickle a tear. In case you didn't know, I was living sarcastic. A motherfucking monster, something Jurassic. Had to wrap the whole entire bed in plastic. Smoking in skits when she fucking with raptors. Killing and a thrilling and I'm sipping on the 4-0. Listen by a whole entire motherfucking torso. Oh, what a rush, sniffing some more blow. Let the bitch bleed and I'm making a porno. I'ma keep it going a few times before I pass out. Wake up in the morning, realize I'm black guy.